What's happening, everybody? Kyle Steele, SEO expert, coming at you for whoop whoop deep tracks, joined by Ben and Omar here from LenderClose. I'm in the middle of a stallion sandwich and couldn't be happier about it this week. I talked to everybody about how if you're not selling back your customer their time, you're gonna lose. Because that's the real currency in life, is selling people back their time. You've got less of it today than you did yesterday, so you gotta make the most of it. When I think about the companies that are winning out there, I think about Amazon, I think about Uber. All they're doing is selling me back my time, and I never look at price, because I know my time is valuable. These guys, LenderClose, are completely streamlining the process for local banks and credit unions out there, completely just changing the game. So that the small guys, the credit unions, the banks, they can compete with the big boys and doing it in a very innovative way. Ben, Omar, love to hear your thoughts on this. When I think about saving people time, thought of you fellas right away.
Well,
Tell us about LenderClose.
Well, we started LenderClose back in 2015, and the goal was to streamline the lending process, allowing a loan officer to go into a single solution, a single platform, which aggregates all the vendors they need into one. So instead of logging into multiple websites to get a flood determination, a valuation product, a title product, or even your documents or record your mortgage, you can do all of that now on lenderclose.com. It's a great product. No licensing fees required, none of that. It's a plug-and-play system. No integration costs for you. We've already taken care of all of that. The rest is history. Just call us and we'll take care of you.
Yeah, we like to think about just eliminating friction and making things go as smooth as possible.
Yep.
And anytime you have a transaction, if you have to go somewhere or make a phone call or log into a new website, you've got friction. So what we think our job is to take all of that friction away, make it nice and easy so that a loan processor or a loan officer can just go to one spot, click one button, and have that product that they need delivered to them digitally and fast and frictionless. And that's what we're all about, is speeding up the process.
As a poet once said, ain't nobody got time for that. And I certainly don't. I've been through 2 mortgages, fellas,
Yeah.
2 mortgages. And you think about the time from when you apply to that loan officer having to go through all the different paperwork. Now, when I looked at LenderClose, when you guys were showing me this, okay, so we all know the government is the most archaic when it comes to records. If you even mention digital, people run out of the room, right, with the government.
Yeah.
But you guys are even incorporating in that, right? I mean, all the tax, the titles, I mean, all that stuff, you've digitized that, which is bringing somebody from the Stone Age into 2018, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah, in fact, we got a survey from one of our clients. We've reduced their turnaround time from a 7 to 10 day turnaround time to 1.4 day turnaround time in terms of having all the documents back, all the reports back that they need in order to finalize the mortgage process. So we're certainly allowing them to compete with the bigger lenders. You know the names, but given that small community credit union, small community bank lender an equal playing field in order to satisfy borrower demands.
21 years with the credit union. The Steele family's been with the same one for over 45 years. And I know this, with credit union customers, they're extremely loyal. So this helps them be more sticky with those customers, right?
Yeah, my first credit union account was about from the day I was born. My dad walked into the local credit union at the IBM that he worked at.
He's the Warren Buffett of Des Moines.
So
Warren Buffett of Des Moines,
right.
just sitting on a pile here, guys.
Right. So no, I mean, I've always been a credit union member and been really fortunate that the particular one that I was a part of has always taken a technology viewpoint, and they were an IBM credit union, so it made sense that they did. But that technology, that ability, I don't live in the same town that credit union is anymore, but I'm able to still do most of my stuff online and do it in a way that's it's mobile, it's fast, and it's easy. And that's the member side or the borrower side of things. What we really focus on is even inside the credit union, you can use technology to speed up the process. And the more that we can take those things that used to take a long time and speed it up by using technology, we're just trying to push as much of that into credit unions and local community banks as we can. Because that's what, the biggest lenders out there are spending millions and millions of dollars every year just on technology, just making things faster. And if you don't have the money to spend on R&D to keep up, you kind of get left behind. And as we go out, as you watch TV, you see all of the advertisements for, fast mortgages. Do right now. Well, there's no reason that a small lender can't do that too if they have the right tools. And that's what we're trying to provide.
Well, and that's, that goes back to another hashtag 1 Minute Wednesday. When I talked about doing things the way that we've always done them. Right? And if you do the same practices, you're gonna have the same results. Right? Or even worse results because you're not keeping up with the times. I see, a lot of local banks, a lot of local credit unions, local places that are not capitalizing on digital marketing. They're not capitalizing on technology. They're not making it easy for their customer. They're not speaking their customer's language. And in a very circular pattern, you're making it easier for me as the end user, because when you talked about 7 to 10 days versus 1.4, I mean, think about that. You've knocked the time down. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not Matt Damon from Good Will Hunting, so I don't know. We'll just call it by 84%. Sounds right to me. Right?
Yeah.
Good enough for this show, guys.
Right.
But just making it so much easier for everybody included. And you're right, if you're doing things the way that you've always done them, it's a recipe for disaster. And the big boys have a team of these guys and a team of SEO expert, caliber people on their team, a whole army going after you. You've got to compete, and you've got to say, hey, I'm going to sell you back your time. I'm going to make it easier for them. Right? And that's where you guys come in. So tell us a little bit about how long has LenderClose been around? What have you guys been doing? It's been great being your neighbors here. I know that.
Well, we've been in the R&D process for quite some time now and launched our technology early 2016, and ever since we've added close to 100 lenders on the platform, and
that's
adding,
awesome.
Adding 8 to 10 a month. So we're excited about the growth. You're going to see a lot of news about LenderClose here coming up. We've got a lot of interesting ideas and a lot of interesting new developments. So keep tracking. Follow us on LinkedIn, #LenderClose.com.
Put it up right there.
Absolutely.
Big fan of the hashtags. You know that. All right. So how do they get in touch with you fellas? If there's any of the esteemed, mortgage lenders that I've worked with, I know I have a very strong network. Even though I have a face made for radio, I keep doing these videos, guys, so you can see all these awesome guests that I'm bringing in. Ben, how do they get in touch with you?
Rempe at LenderClose.com.
And ojordan at LenderClose.com.
Awesome. These guys are doing great things. Once again, selling back your customer their time, you're always going to win. That's the currency of life. If you think about what else you can be doing with your time instead of pulling up tax documents on the Lynn County Assessor's website, literally, you better have a bottle of Tito's on hand if you want to go on the Lynn County Assessor's website right now. These guys do it for you. You can just have a Tito's and enjoy yourself while that lender is getting everything approved in the background. These guys make it easy for you. Fellas, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Kyle.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Till next week, Kyle Steele, SEO expert. Whoop, whoop. Deep Tracks. Peace.
See ya.